Hello everybody, it is JD here and welcome to today's 2K24 Myteam breakdown video. Today we are looking at the return of Brandon Roy. He is back and he is the ultimate Season 1 reward. Now what does that mean? What do you got to do to get this guy? How long is it going to take to get this guy? Well, I think I've got most of the answers to those questions. I'm going to give you those in this video. But he's a fan favourite from previous years, 19, 20, 21. But yeah, last year, he was out the game, everybody kind of missed him, and now he is back in Season 1 as well, as most likely one of, if not maybe the best card in Season 1. Obviously, you don't yet know what's going to get released, but if he's as good as he has been in previous years, he's probably going to be up there as one of the best cards for a good couple of months. Because don't forget, Diamonds, Season 1, top tier. Season 2, Diamonds are the top tiers. No pink diamonds until, at the earliest, Season 3. So this guy in Season 1 could be a madness and have really good longevity, which is awesome. So, Brandon Roy, let's go ahead and jump into it. If you're looking to buy any of the endgames or invincibles in Myteam in Season 9, make sure you check out safenbamt.com. For all of your MT needs, use code JD at checkout for 5% off and enjoy the last month of Myteam. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the daily videos and check out twitch.tv/JD_crossover for the 2K24 streams starting next Friday. Oh my god, it's so close. I'm so excited. So what did 2K say in the actual blog about this Brandon Roy? Well, they don't really go into detail about it, but don't worry, I can do that for them. So, they only mention here the Brandon Roy in this one sentence. So if you can do it all, Brandon Roy will be available to you as a Season 1 Ultimate reward. So when they say it all, well, what does that mean? Well, you've got to get level 40. So level 40 is your first port of call. Now, of course, you can just buy that. So the first thing you can tick off on day one within a minute just by buying all the levels. If you want to actually grind out, obviously we can't really put a time limit on it because we don't yet know how long it's going to take to get level 40 with the new system. If you missed it, they're not doing XP agendas anymore. It is just play the game. If you win a game, you get XP. If you lose a game, you get XP. And every level is the same amount. So level 1 to level 2 is the same as level 39 to level 40. So we don't know how long level 40 is going to take. But you need to get to level 40. Earn all of the Ruby player reward cards from each mode and collect enough tokens to add 3 more players to your collection. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot, or maybe it does. But let me tell you, it's a lot. So, the 3 players that they mention about adding in are the Franz Wagner, Daryl Griffith, and Tom Gugliotta. They end the token market, so you need to take all 3 of the cards in the token market. However, you only are able to collect enough tokens, only a set amount of tokens being available through direct means, like the season levels, agendas, and mode rewards. So, hopefully, you should just get the right amount of tokens as you complete all the game modes which you need to do anyway, so you don't have to go out of your way to do something else to get tokens. So the tokens should take care of themselves. So we've hit level 40, we've completed all the game modes, we've got all the tokens are fine. So what game modes have you got to complete? We don't yet know, of course, how, what the requirement's going to be, but I am expecting, and we've just found out tonight actually, that Domination is still 5-minute quarters, which 1, absolutely sucks, and 2, tells me that the other game modes probably aren't going to change either. So, Triple Threat Offline, first of all, you're going to have to complete that. That is 250 wins, which is horrible. But, again, this is assuming they're not going to change things. So that's probably going to take you around 20 hours. This year, they've now added in a ladder to Triple Threat Online as well. If we can find Triple Threat Online. Not there. Yeah, so actually right there. Triple Threat Online has also been adjusted to work more like single player Triple Threat Offline with new win ladder rewards. So that tells me that there's going to be a completion card at the end of it, which tells me it is going to be needed for this Brandon Roy. So Triple Threat Online, 100 wins, you're going to be looking at about 12 hours work for Triple Threat Online. You've then got your Clutch Time Online and Clutch Time Offline. Again, both 100 wins in each game mode, also 12 hours each. Then you've got Unlimited. It was 6,000 points last year. Again, maybe it'll change, but we're just assuming that things are going to be the same. That's going to cost you around 15 hours. And then you've got Triple Threat Co-op as well, which is just 50 wins. You could probably get through that in about 5 hours if you've got a good comp with you. So all of that put together, Yeah, you're looking at around 75 hours for this Diamond Brandon Roy in Season 1. That is excluding getting XP for level 40, which again, you should be able to just do along the way. If you don't get level 40 by playing the game and you complete every game mode, then the XP system needs to be looked at. So let's say 75 hours. Now, in a 6-week season, that's obviously mad, isn't it? That's obviously like a lot of playing. Is that like 12 or 13 hours every week for 6 weeks? That is intense. And again, we don't yet know. It might be more, it might be less, of course, but that is an insane grind. So it is an ultimate reward. It is an ultimate amount of time that you got to spend on the game as well. Is it going to be worth it? Well, let's take a look at previous years. But before that, quickly, I did just want to show that Sam over on Twitter has confirmed a few things about it. So he says, all of the cards needed for Brandon Roy will be earned directly, no RNG involved. Salary cap is not needed for Brandon Roy. So the salary cap game mode is not needed, but of course it is, the salary cap is just in Unlimited anyway, and you do need to get through Unlimited. So yeah, all you need to do to get a Brandon Roy, get level 40, complete all modes, and obtain the token market cards. That is correct. So why is this going to be so important? Like, why are people going to be so excited about this Brandon Roy card? Well, this was his last card. His last outing was in 2K21. He did not have a card in 22, did not have a card in 23. Brandon Roy, he had a flash card, he had the Spotlight Sim card, and he had an Idols VIP card. But then in 2K20, he had the Diamond card, he had the Pink Diamond card, and this Galaxy Opal card, which was very, very good. Had an Evo as well. But it was back in 2K19 that this guy really made his name, for me personally anyway. I remember this card, he had a Signature Series in here, and this is the card that springs to mind for me personally when I hear of Brandon Roy, the Signature Series 2K19 card. I believe that was the first year they did Signature Series. Beautiful card art back then. And I still think it looks half decent today, to be fair. But yeah, so that was the card for me that made him good. So, what is he? He's a 6'6" shooting guard at small forward with the 6'9" on the wingspan. And what we can do is see this card from 2K... which one was this? This is 2K21, isn't it? Is it 2K21? This is 2K21, right? Is it 2K21? Yes, it is. So from 2K21, September the 25th. So, within the first couple of weeks of the game being released, Brandon Roy had a Pink Diamond card. Now, of course, this year, the pacing is all completely different. So this year, we're not going to get Pink Diamonds in September. We're just going to have the Diamonds. So the Diamond Brandon Roy is most likely going to be very similar to this card right here. Let's zoom in real quick on this. So it's going to be very similar to this card right here. So what is this card going to give us? So he's going to have a decent 3-ball. It's not going to be lights out, it's not going to be 90 plus, but he will be in and around that 80 mark. He'll have high 80s for the speed. He'll have very, very strong driving, which is going to be very, very important early on in this game's life cycle. And his defense will kind of be there. Again, it's early game card. You can't expect everything to be top tier. And then badge-wise, you didn't really have any defense, couple of shooting, and mainly finishing badges. And obviously, everybody has normal releases. But he does have the Trey Burke release. That is what he has always had, as far as I'm aware. So he's always been a meta shooting guard. He's always been a top-tier shooting guard. Been a card that people have wanted to have back in the game. He is now back, but is he going to be worth 75 hours? I'm not sure about that, of course. Were any of these cards released? So that was an October card. And again, in October, this is back in 2K20 or 2K19. Again, 90 driving dunk, 90 speed, and 84-3. So higher driving than shooting. And you can see the positions. He is still a shooting guard, small forward, as you would expect. Will I be going for him? Potentially. I'm not sure yet. I don't know if 75 hours in 6 weeks sounds that appealing. I do want to play Micro a little bit this year. I'll be playing EFC, of course. Seeing the vault here makes me sad. 500 MT, 1000 MT. Not exactly super enticing. But that is a general gist of how long it's going to take to get Brandon Roy, and reasons why people are so excited for Brandon Roy. We've got the memories of his cards from previous years. They were top tier. They were some of the best shooting guards in the game. And early on, if you've got this card and your opponent's out there with just a Ruby card because they haven't got through all of the game modes. You know, say they've got through one game mode, they get the Ruby, Clutch Time Online Shooting Guard reward, and you rock up with them and are against the Brandon Roy. You're going to destroy them. Early game, the card difference or the difference between gem tiers is massive. The difference between a good card and a bad card is massive. Towards the end of the year, every card that got released in the last like 3, 4, 5 months could do the same thing up to like 99%, 95%. But at the start of the game, this guy could be double as good, triple as good, quadruple as good as your opponent's shooting guard. That could be the gulf in class. So it's going to be a great card. Again, I reckon it's going to be about 75 hours, excluding the level 40 grind and excluding tokens. But again, I'm assuming that you're going to be able to do both of those sort of hand in hand. You know, be 3 birds with 1 stone, as it is. So let me know down below. Are you going to do it? Are you going for it? Are you excited by that? Are you a little bit disheartened now that you know roughly how long it might take? Again, it might be less, it might be more. We don't yet know. But I'm just assuming 2K are going to keep things the same because that is kind of what 2K do. Although saying that, there is a lot of changes this year, but sadly one of those changes is not domination. It is still 5-minute quarters, which breaks my heart. But that's going to do it from me today, everybody. Hope you have enjoyed. As usual, please like, subscribe. I'll see you next time, and peace.